I see the future of mobile learning becoming more intuitive, and I think we're going to get to the point where we don't start to say, "Oh, this is M-learning and this is E-learning." I think we're going to actually see a blend of the two together. So our focus is on learning, get back to the learning rather than just focus on M-learning. I also see how we're going to be using more technology to be able to work with mobile learning. As an example, there's a new technology coming out now that uses radar to detect gestures. And I think that has a lot of possibilities where general gestures that we've seen in the past, I don't think that's going to catch on at all. And so, but this micro gesture technology where we don't touch the device, but it can detect what we're doing with our hands and our fingers, and we can start to navigate and scroll through content that way and interact using this micro gestures. I think that is one of the new things that's going to be coming in the future.
And my final question, when we think about the future of mobile learning, what do you think, what comes to mind first? What do you think we're going to see in the field of mobile learning? Trends, solutions, where are we going?
That's a really good question. There's so much going on right now. And often when we try to predict the future, we fail miserably because we find out later. For instance, you look at what they predicted would be the case now. Well, we don't have those flying hoverboards, but they didn't predict that we'd all have a mobile phone in our pocket either. So you just never really know. But if I had to hazard a guess here, what I would say is that the future of learning is becoming what's going to be happening is that we're going to be learning all the time and everywhere we are. In other words, because we have this portability now, and what we conceive of right now is portability with our mobile phones that we hold in our hands is going to change as well. We're starting to see microprocessors that are becoming extremely tiny using quantum theory now rather than simple microprocessors. We're starting to see also not just a question of miniaturization, but a question of changing. The new Apple Watch. People are starting to ask, how can I use that for to learn from that? It's on my wrist. Can I be the Dick Tracy of that? We have in our homes now the Amazon Echoes and other means that we can simply say, hey, tell me about this or tell me about that, and we're getting feedback immediately. Wherever we go, we're going to have that ability to I would say, to improve our lives by being able to not just to learn, but to actually apply that learning. Having said that, there's a lot of other stuff going on, right? Science is allowing us to get to the point soon where we can become our own doctors in a sense. We can be able to use instruments in our home that will just naturally tell us if there's a problem we should be investigating, right? At the same time, the learning side of that is such that we're going to be able to hopefully, I hope this is true, to be able to glean the truth from the falsity. Right now, if you go online and try to look up something, you might find 8,000 articles, all of which are erroneous, okay? And then you might find the 2,000 or so that actually tell you, based on real research, what is true or not. Well, hopefully we'll be able to start to really tell what is true from the fly-by-night crazy stuff that people post online sometimes. Learning not just for the sake of learning, but learning that we can apply on a daily basis in our lives. In other words, we're going to be learning every time we turn around. It's going to be everywhere.